Hi, my name is Dr. David Perrine, and today I want to talk to you about acupuncture utilizing techniques that do not involve needles. I did a post recently and a video that described how acupuncture is relatively painless. Demonstrated it on myself. That being said, there are some people who just freak out at the thought of needles or the thought of having their children undergoing acupuncture with needles. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you about a couple different techniques that we can utilize that are very effective without needles. Important thing to remember is acupuncture is a principle, not a technique. So by that, it's not about the needle. There's nothing in a needle that has medicine on it or any type of a therapeutic herb. It is just about the stimulation of points within the body through the surface of the skin that stimulate different areas of the brain to fire, just like hitting certain keys on a piano are going to provide you with certain notes. So what we can do naturally and effectively is stimulate those points using some different techniques. So the first thing that we'll utilize, this is called a sheen, and it's a very small, smooth piece of metal that's on a spring. So what we do is we place that on an acupuncture point, and we just push, just very gentle. We might do 5 or 10 different movements just to stimulate that area, and we'll do that on the different acupuncture points, and we can get that same physiological effect without the need of the needles. Another tool that we utilize, this is called a Stimulus Pro. So this is actually what this will do is provide a very small, comfortable electrical impulse into those tissues. So when we turn it on, you can hear that noise, and then when we put it on different points, you hear the tune changing, and you might be able to see there's some yellow bars here. And what this is doing is this is measuring the electrical conductivity within the body. So we know where these points are. So what we can do is utilize this tool to help us to find some of those points that may need stimulation. So we turn it on. So we can hear that's a pretty high pitch. So what we'll do is we'll stimulate, and you can see there's a little green dot that's flashing here. Okay? And that's telling me that now, instead of search mode, the Stimulus Pro is in treatment mode. So there's an electrical impulse that's going into the skin. Very, very light for me. What I can do is I can turn that up. So when I'm using this on some of my professional athletes, very thick muscular tissues. So to stimulate a little bit deeper, we'll go with a little bit higher. But if I had somebody who may be very pain sensitive, who had a child, something like that, we'd go very low. So this is a great tool that we can utilize for patients as well. The third thing that I utilize is laser. And no, this is not the little laser that you buy at the store and a pointer for your cat or dog to chase around the floor and onto the walls. This laser is at a specific frequency to help stimulate these points. So what we'll do, same thing, we put that laser right on a point, and we'll just hold that for maybe anywhere from 15 to 30 seconds. So that light energy, and that's what a laser is, it's a compacted light. That energy is going into the skin, stimulating those tissues. Very effective treatment as well. So as you can see, if you're one of those needle phobics and you really struggle with the thought of needles, we've got some great options for you. There was a really cool study that that sort of brings this home as far as, is it the needle or is it the stimulation? They had 200 cancer patients who were suffering from nausea due to their treatment. So what they did was they designed this study where certain patients, and so the patient couldn't see what was going on. Certain patients would have a needle inserted into their skin. Other patients would have just the pressure of a tube that would insert the needle onto the skin. And these patients didn't know if they were getting the acupuncture or not. What they found was 95% of the patients in the study had relief. So that is well beyond just a placebo. So what they came to understand was, hey, it's not, again, that needle insertion, it's the stimulation of that spot. So we don't need to have those needles. So spread the word, let people know that acupuncture is not a technique, it's a principle, and that there are a lot of different options out there for you to get relief and for others to get relief. So hopefully this was helpful, and look forward to some future educational videos regarding acupuncture in the future. Have a great day.